Welcome back to Tom Spark Reviews. Today I wanted to discuss an interesting topic. What would happen to you legally if, let's say, you forgot to turn your VPN on while torrenting? Now guys, if you weren't aware, I'm the guy who made VPNzerolist.com. As far as I know, the only objective rating system on the internet with data-driven analysis into rating VPN providers with freely available data collected by me to rate the different VPNs. Go ahead and check this out if you haven't picked the right VPN, or maybe you're thinking about changing VPN providers. And also guys, if you don't want to get doxxed, you might want to check out Incogni, another partner of the channel. I'll put a link for this in the description down below to get 50% off. What this one does, it makes it so your data is not freely available for people to find on the internet, so you could get doxxed or harassed or something like that. So definitely a solid pickup, and it's a service I use myself and I could definitely vouch for it. But today we're going to be talking more about that torrent issue, and one reason I wanted to talk about this is because I found an interesting story from this guy on Reddit. Now you guys might be familiar with this. Torrenting things without a VPN means your IP is freely available for your ISP to give if someone requests it from them, and they will give it away very handedly. Some of the most common things that happen though is you'll just get a slap on the wrist saying, hey, don't download stuff like this. But some cases people can be prosecuted to make an example of, or just to get some money out of them. And I've found such an example today on Reddit, which is one reason I wanted to talk about it for this channel, to give you guys some insight into how it works. So this guy's saying, I wanted to share a recent experiments he had with StrikeThings Holdings. So basically, I guess he forgot to bind BitTorrent with his VPN. Now, if you guys are unaware, I've made several videos on how to make sure you're 100% protected while torrenting. So make sure to check those out. But guys, anyway, so basically what happened is he said he got a letter from his internet service provider stating that StrikeThings Holdings had subpoenaed his identity. If he did nothing, he would provide they would provide them with his name and address. So basically what this guy did is he looked for some lawyers, and he managed to find a lawyer, and he basically told his lawyer that he just wanted to settle and pay $10,000. That's a lot. But luckily this guy did manage to find a good lawyer, and the lawyer pretty much told him to just kind of do nothing and wait to see what would happen. He advised me to wait and see if they pursued further, as often they do not sue after getting your name. So I guess as long as they got his name and his address or something like that, the lawyer think they wouldn't actually go through and spend more money on it. Apparently the lawyer said that Strike3 just wanted the money. So I guess without him doing anything, the ISP provided his name and address to Strike3 Holdings before the subpoena deadline. A few days after Strike3 got his details, they mailed us a copy of the subpoena they sent to the ISP. There's a deadline for Strike3 to file a status report, usually 60 to 90 days when the court signed the subpoena. I kept checking pacer monitors. A few days before the deadline for the status report, Strike3 Holdings dismissed the case. So I guess this company had subpoenaed his ISP for his identity. ISP provided his identity, and then nothing really happened. From his advice in this experience, he says, do not contact Strike3 or initiate a settlement. Beware of lawyers claiming to be experts on Strike3 who push for settlements. There isn't much to negotiate since all Strike3 has is your ISP information. You still need a lawyer to decide to settle, but costs can vary widely. I was fortunate enough to find a lawyer who might not care about making a few $1,000s from a settlement. The subpoena is directed at the ISP, not the subscriber. While some Strike3 lawyers advise not ignoring the subpoena, which is true, they might want you to confuse it with a subpoena directed at you to push for a settlement. So definitely kind of confusing there. So basically this guy says it's just a threat of a trial where the title of movies you download would be public knowledge that your friends, families, and employees could see to get you to settle up. It's all a big shakedown. This guy says they are just fishing for people to jump on a settlement to avoid the embarrassment of being caught stealing porn. So guys, I thought this was kind of an interesting story to think about what might happen if this happens to you. Now, of course, I do not condone any downloading of illegal content or anything like that, of course, here on the channel. Only use a VPN to download legally available content in your country. For me, myself, I only download Linux ISOs. I'm never downloading any torrents or anything like that of illegal copyright protected content. VPNs at the end of the day are not illegal. They're just tools to encrypt your traffic, hide your identity, and stuff like that. So guys, let me know down in the comments down below if you've ever had any experiences with this, with Strike3 or anything like that. And I'll see you in the next video very soon.